Hello, my name is Karynn Weinstein. Today's a good day for us all. Remember to vote for me. You go to my website, KarynForPresident.com. Be sure to spell it properly when you Google my name. K-A-R-Y-N-N for President. There's other women who have the name spelled K-A-R-E-N. So be sure to look on the YouTube channel under Karynn Weinstein, Karynn Crow Weinstein, and you could go onto my website. And remember to spell my name, K-A-R-Y-N-N. Welcome everybody to the show. People, I have to tell you something. And this was something that I was unaware of. That I wasn't aware of all these times until just 1 or 2 weeks ago. I am interested in the Civil War, and go down to Philadelphia and Petersburg, North Carolina, and visit the sites. And on its 150th year commemorative year of the Civil War, I bought a shirt. And this shirt, I never knew what it meant. I never knew what it meant. I just saw it as a Civil War emblem. And I just want to tell you, that's not me. Do you see the Confederate flag? In no way am I associated with this flag. I am not associated. I just got it because it was a commemorative shirt. I would never feel this way or think this way about anybody. I wouldn't do that to anybody. So please accept my apology for not recognizing that this could make someone feel bad. Okay, that's important, and I don't plan on ever to wear that shirt again at all. I am deeply sorry. Now, other thing before we get into doing some exercise. First off, I did some research today, a lot of research about politics and sending a message out to the New York Governor Cuomo, and I've sent an email out to Governor Lamont. And I did some research, and I studied Senator Bernie Sanders. He's quite a following, and I like what he talks about. I read many items, his speeches on his website, and it's very fascinating, very interesting. And in one site, he was standing on a stage, and this cameraman was a ways away, and you could see all the people all around Bernie Sanders' stage, where he's speaking to people. There were people everywhere. I didn't know how popular Bernie Sanders was. He makes a good connection to the people. So that is why I'm going to endorse Bernie Sanders. I hope he could get back into the race and let the people really have their choice. Maybe do a ballot. Everybody send out, write out a ballot with their name on it, who they choose to be a representative of the Democrats affiliation. Okay? Now they talk down about socialism, that he's more like a socialism. So I did a little something here about socialism, a little piece. I did some little note taking. And let me explain what this means. Socialism is an economic and political system based on public or collective ownership of the means of production, which emphasizes equality rather than achievement. Let me read that again for you. I'll speak it a little louder. Socialism is an economic and political system based on public or collective ownership of the means of production, which emphasizes equality rather than achievement. And I'm going to touch base just a little bit about this next type of government. And this is something we all should be thankful we don't have a government such as this. And that's communism. So I talked about socialism, and now I'm going to give you a little bit brief description of communism. Communism is an ideology that advocates a classless system in which the means of production are owned communally. And that's the documentation. That is what communism is. I'll elaborate on that at a later time about the different types of government that exist on our planet. And I'd like to share that with you. However, one more thought I have for everybody to think about doing. I mentioned once before about having a greenhouse. You could have a greenhouse all year round. You could, this year, it's time to plant and grow vegetables. Have your own garden. If you own several homes near each other, share the garden, share the responsibility, and have a garden for several people. We could at least feed people in that way locally. One man, what he did was he took a lot that was open, free, and he and others in the neighborhood put together vegetables, and they passed it around the neighborhood so it was free. So at least we get some type of food in us. And remember, we can have a greenhouse in the cold. Just put some heaters. Just Google it and consider that, prepare yourself for having a greenhouse, whether outside with a greenhouse, or you could produce and grow vegetables in a section in your garage, or maybe possibly in a room in your house that can be turned into a garden. I don't know how you could, I don't know the specifics, but I think if you Google it, your questions will be answered. Down in the future, we're going to have farms, and we'll have our own way of providing food for ourselves in our country, for our countrymen. Let's feed our own people first, and then in the future, near future, we could send out food to all other countries so that no one goes to bed on an empty stomach. You know the Smith program? I don't remember the names, but they're shutting down the meat package stores, meat packages businesses because of the virus, Corona. Well, I came up with an idea for that, a solution. Again, we want to feed our people in our country for our countrymen, you and me and everyone. So what I thought of is have the plants in different sections of the country. Make the building smaller. Have sections, separate sections, where you could have a lower number of people working in a certain area, so it's not so confined and so close to one another. Like the pig farm, you could have 4 sections, large sections, and then you have minimal number of people working together, and set it up as a have the pigs come in a certain area in each section is independent of the others. So that you could have, in this section of the building, have the pigs come in, wash the pigs, wash them down, clean them before they go into the building, okay? And keep it as clean as possible. And then have the pigs enter in and go through the process. Now you want to prevent, if that many people are working together, it's all on the TV, where heat sensors. You can have cameras with heat sensors. So as a person, before they come into the place of observation, process of meat section, is as if each person walks in, the heat measurement measures whether they have an elevated temperature. Okay? If anyone feels at all sick, you could have a section, an area where they could go to, where there could be a nurse there to monitor. If someone feels sick, take them out of the workforce and have them sit down and talk to the nurse and find out whether or not they're having symptoms of the coronavirus. Okay, so that's my recommendation. And you can set these industries in different parts of the country so that more people could work, and there'll be less people working in that area, that kind of a meat program, and less chance of the coronavirus reaching out to all of the members of the workforce. So that's a thought that I have with that. And you could do that with others, like chickens. The chicken coop's big. Share it amongst the country. Don't have thousands of birds in this one area. Separate it, create places for the poultry throughout the state. So you have less workers that could contaminate one another as a result. So you're preventing close-knit situation when they're working in the meat stores, the meat business industry. So that's my thoughts on that. You do it with cattle. You could do the same thing with cattle, pigs, poultry, and you keep and when the workers go home, spray the areas where the worker is. Find out an aerosol. You don't want to contaminate the meat with something maybe that'll destroy some of the molecules that are in and around where the people work. So that heat sensor I just saw on television today, and it shows like it could be very effective for industries where people are working close to one another. We can't allow the people to end up with the coronavirus. We have to be careful. We have to protect our workers in all aspects of their job. Okay, let's get started with a little bit of exercise. How many minutes?
14.
You don't have to. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You may close your eyes for a few minutes. And remember the breathing technique. Have your feet together, your fingertips touching. Take a deep breath, inhale through the mouth. And when you are fully lungs inflated, hold 3 to 5 seconds. And slowly exercise and breathe out all the air out of your lungs as much as possible. And breathe a few seconds, naturally breathing. Inhale, take a deep breath in through the mouth. Reach the lower lobes, hold 3 to 5 seconds, and slowly exhale through the nose. Inhale through the mouth, Hold 3 to 5 seconds. Exhale through the nose. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe normally. Okay, let's take a deep breath through the mouth. And exhale it through the nose. Hold 3 to 5 seconds. Breathe normally. And relax. Thank you for being with me. I'll have another show soon, probably tomorrow. We'll do an exercise show and relax all the muscles of the body. And so until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and do what it takes to stay healthy. I love you all. You are all special people that are loved by at least one person, if not the whole country and the whole nation. You are loved. And you are loved by God and Jesus. Blessings to all. Thank you.